Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back for another video. And if you're into Huck's World, today we're going to tell you what settings you should change on the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. All right. And these changes can apply also to the Galaxy Watch 5 as well. With that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get started with this. Now, first of all, you all, this is definitely a beautiful smartwatch. I am liking it. We're going to report what it is that I like about this smartwatch in another video. But for right now, let's dive off into the settings to find out what settings need to be changed. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the settings that you need to change in order to get the best battery performance out of your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. All right. Now, let's check this out. We're going to drop the screen down. We're going to go into settings, and the first thing we want to go to is connections. Now, of course, you need Bluetooth, but you really don't need Wi-Fi at all. All right, so we're going to cut Wi-Fi off. And once it sets up, we're good, right? So now we want to go down. We see all of these things here that were connected, and we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to hit the bottom button to go back. Also, you want to turn off NFC, not unless you're going to be using your Samsung Pay. But if not, you really don't need this. You can go into settings and you can set this up with no problem. Okay, so don't worry about that. And then we're going to go down. I leave mine on vibrate. You burn more battery if you have it on volume. But if you want to take a chance after all of the settings that you're going to turn off, you may need to leave. You may be able to leave that one on, and it shouldn't cause you that much of a bigger problem. But for me, we're going to leave it off. We always leave it off. I don't like the noise. So with that, let's go back. And so that's it for connections. Notifications. Right now, I need for you to go on your smartphone to your notifications and take a look at all the things that you don't need. So if you don't want any notifications, then go ahead and cut that off. We do like notifications. Of course, I don't need it to be read out aloud. You don't need it to show details if you don't want to. You could probably look at your smartphone. So you have to make a decision on whether to turn that off. Turn screen on. No, you don't want to do that. Turn on new apps. Nope, don't need that at all. So these things just turn off, right? You can turn off show detail as well. So those things you need to turn off. Now, again, you can go on your smartphone and turn off all the notifications that you do not want to notify you. Okay. Now we're going to go back. Sounds and vibrations. We kind of been through that. I suggest that you leave it on vibrate. That's going to be the best. You can put it on mute. Now here it is. These are vibrations, of course, for my notifications and stuff that comes in. So all these things are okay. We don't use ringtone, but that's what it's set to. So let's get out of this. And then now we're going to go to display. Now display, I'm going to leave mine on auto brightness, right? Or you could just simply turn it down low. Choose which one you want to do. I'm going to leave it on auto brightness just to see the battery efficiency on that. Because if I'm in a lit place or a place that's lit evenly, that means it doesn't change. I don't go from dark to light. Then this would be okay for you to set. But you can also just go ahead and set your own brightness. Now, the always on display. Now, if you're trying to save battery, you don't need it. Me, I like to have it on because I like to always be able to see the time. So depending on, again, how many things you turn off, you may be able to sacrifice your always on display. But you can also have it to where you, when you put your wrist up to your face, then the watch face will come on. So we're going to turn that off. There go your raise the wrist, right? Your raised wrist awake. You don't have to turn that off if you don't want to, but we're going to do that because we're going to want to go ahead and tap the screen in order to turn on the watch face. So we're going to leave that on. You can turn that off as well if you want to, and you can just simply hit the button and the watch will come on. Show media controls, we're going to turn that off because we're going to be testing this battery pretty soon. So again, when you're playing your music or you're watching a podcast on your smartphone, this is going to show up. Okay. And then screen timeout, I leave mine on 30 seconds. I think 30 seconds is okay. Show the last apps, right? You can go into here and you don't have to worry about that. Font default, you don't have to worry about that. None of these things. Touch sensitivity, I will leave alone. I think that's okay. Show charging info, I think that's okay too. I don't think that's going to burn up a lot of your battery. Okay, and so now we're going to go down to Samsung Health. Let's take a look and see what's in here. You got your heart rate. I got it set on manual only. I suggest that you set it on manual only as well, stress only, because if you don't, I mean, you can set it to measure continuously and or for every 10 minutes. Again, if you want to sacrifice that, you can, but if you want to get the maximum battery life out of your smartwatch, then I'm going to suggest you go ahead and put it on manual, especially for those of you all who don't even worry about the heart rate information. So you can change all these things here if you need to. But other than that, that's my suggestion for your heart rate information. Okay, blood oxygen I will leave off as well, not unless you want to check it continuously. But you can also go on your watch and you can check it yourself. Set up a widget, scroll over, then go ahead and tap on your blood oxygen and test your levels. Okay, snore detection I'm going to leave off. I'm not worried about whether I'm snoring or not. For those of you all who are, you could probably sacrifice this, again, considering all the other things that you're going to be turning off. Okay, activity detection. Now, this is going to detect like things like your exercising, your walking, elliptical, all of those things. And it's going to kick in automatically. So if you're into fitness, then go ahead, leave this on. But again, to get more battery life, go ahead and test it out. But if you're into exercising, don't sacrifice this, right? Because that's what you want. That's what you bought the watch for. I would say go ahead and leave that on. But if you want to maximize your battery and you're not into tracking your steps that particular day and you need your battery to last longer, then go ahead and turn that off. Okay, and these are the times. All right, so let's go back. Advanced features. Now I got water lock off. I say turn that off, right? Bedtime mode, now let you use that, turn that off. I got theater mode turned off because I'm not in the theater. I don't go to the theater that much, but leave that off. You can always turn this on when you get to the theater. Okay. Call answer, we could turn that off. Let's go ahead and turn that off. I don't know how much energy that one would change, drain, but let's just be on the safe side and let's turn that off. Now, unless you use it, then you can leave it on. All right, I got quick launch turned off. That is not going to burn a lot of battery. So if you need to leave that on to get to your favorite application by pressing this button here, then go ahead, you can do that. Okay, so that's it for advanced. And this is your battery mode, right? So if you want to save more battery and you don't want to put your watch on the charger at night, to go ahead, put it in battery saving mode, or you could put it in watch only mode. Watch only mode is going to make your battery creep, especially if all you're trying to do is not put it on the charger. I suggest that you put it on this one at night and then make sure you turn it off in the morning. You will remember because it's going to put it in the grayscale. Okay, so with that being said, let's go back out. These are your apps. Let's go back. Don't want to go into that. You got your S Health platform, so we don't have to worry about this here, you all. And then general. So this is pretty much going to be it. I got the bezel on simply because if I'm going in and out of watch faces, and I'm not really using it because I got my watch set, that's not going to burn too much battery. You guys should be cool there. Connect to new phone. None of these things you have to worry about. You're pretty much A-okay. I don't think there's anything in accessibility that you have to worry about. Like talkback is already off by default. Everything seems to be already off by default, not unless you went in and you cut these things on. I don't use these things at all, so I don't have to worry about it. Hearing enhancement, all of these things, again, are turned off by default, so don't worry about that. Same thing here. Advanced settings. Let's go into this one. These are just your settings here, so you don't have to worry about that. So let's bag back out and go into the next one. Security. So here you don't have to worry about it. So pretty much that's it in a nutshell. And those are the things that I suggest that you turn off. So therefore you can get the best battery. These are all the settings I suggest that you change to get the best battery life out of your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and also your Galaxy Watch 5 and your Galaxy Watch 4 Classic and your Galaxy Watch 4. All right, you all, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. And if it was, please make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Smash that notification bell. And remember, be safe out there. Oh, yes, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all at the next one. Take care.